Hey guys, this is Robert here. So I'm going to be telling you my week 17 picks. And first up, Green Bay versus Detroit at Detroit. I'm honestly going to go with Detroit because Green Bay, they've been kind of struggling. Like, they haven't been playing how they usually play. So I'm going to pick Detroit. Then we have the Chicago Bears versus the Vikings at Minnesota. So I'm gonna pick Minnesota because Minnesota, they're just the better team overall. Chicago sucks, and the Vikings, they're doing good. So I'm going to pick Minnesota. Then we have the Texans versus the Indianapolis Colts at Indianapolis. I'm going to pick the Texans because the Indianapolis Colts are doing horrible. They lost to my team, the Broncos, who are doing extremely horrible this season. So Indianapolis just sucks. So I'm going to pick the Texans. Then we have the Cleveland Browns at the Pittsburgh Steelers at Pittsburgh. So I'm going to pick Pittsburgh because Cleveland is doing horrible. Their record is 0-16. They lost to teams that they shouldn't have. And Pittsburgh is unbelievably doing good this season. And Pittsburgh is just a better team overall. Better defense and better offense. So I'm going to pick Pittsburgh. And then we have the New York Jets versus the New England Patriots. I'm going to pick New England because New England is on fire. And the Jets, 2-3 weeks ago, lost to the Broncos 23-0. Also, they shouldn't have lost because my team is doing horrible. So I'm going to pick New England. Then when it's the Washington Redskins versus the New York Giants. I want the New York Giants to win, but I'm going to pick Washington Redskins. It's at New York. But I'm going to pick Washington, even though I want New York to win. Because New York Giants, they just suck. They're not doing good. And the Redskins are a better team. And then it's the Cowboys versus the Eagles, the Philadelphia Eagles at Philadelphia. I'm going to pick Philadelphia. The Cowboys are just they're doing all right this season. But the Eagles are 13-1 or 15-1. I think they're 13. I don't know. But they're doing really good, and the Eagles are just a better team, so I'm going to pick Philly. Then we have the Jaguars versus the Titans. I'm going to pick the Titans. Oh, that's a tough one. They're both good. I'm going to pick Tennessee Titans. It's at Tennessee. But the Jaguars are doing really good this season. I'm surprised. And the Titans are doing alright. But I honestly think that Titans are going to win. Especially because it's on their field. Then we got the Buffalo Bills versus the Miami Dolphins at Miami. I'm going to pick Buffalo to win this one. The Dolphins are doing alright. And the Buffalo are doing alright. Let me see what their record is. Okay, the Dolphins standings. So Buffalo's 8-7, Miami's 6-9. Yeah, Buffalo is doing better. The Dolphins are kind of struggling, or kind of. They did beat my team 35-7, but I'm gonna pick Buffalo to win that one because they're just a better team. And then it's the Bengals versus the Ravens. I'm 100%. If I was a betting man, I would pick Ravens, and I'm gonna pick the Ravens. The Ravens are just a better team, and the Bengals are doing really crappy this season. They're doing horrible, and they're just not good. So I'm going to pick the Ravens on this one. Then we got the Raiders versus the Chargers at Chargers. I'm going to pick the Chargers because Oakland they're doing alright. They're kind of struggling. They're just struggling. And the Chargers aren't. They're just doing really good. They're on fire. So I'm going to pick Chargers. Then it's the Cardinals at Seattle. I'm going to pick Seattle. Cardinals they're alright. And Seattle, they're doing good. So I'm going to pick Seattle. It's at Seattle. 49ers versus the LA Rams. Oh my goodness, it's at LA. I'm 100% going to pick the Rams. The 49ers are crappy. They're doing horrible. They're not good. And the Rams on fire, doing really good. And almost beat teams that they shouldn't have beat. They almost beat them. So I'm going to pick LA. Then it's the Panthers versus the Falcons. The Panthers are on fire. And the Falcons are doing pretty good. It's at Falcons, Atlanta. So I'm gonna pick Atlanta. I know that's kind of not the best pick that I'm gonna pick, but I'm gonna pick Atlanta because I just think they're gonna do good. I just have a feeling they're gonna win. And then the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Denver Broncos at Denver. I'm going to pick my team, the Denver Broncos, because their defense, I think, are finally going to show and stop Kansas City. And I think Osweiler, if that's who's starting, is going to do good. Come on, Denver, you guys got to show me that I can stay with you guys and always I don't know, but I'm going to pick Denver. And then it's the Saints, the New Orleans Saints versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at Tampa Bay. I'm going to pick the New Orleans. New Orleans is just the better team overall. Tampa Bay is not good, and New Orleans is way better than Tampa Bay. I'm going to pick New Orleans for this one. So, yeah. I hope you guys liked it. Tell me what your guys' picks were. What ones you guys agree with me and don't agree with me. And, yeah. Thanks. Bye.